for me, this was quite a surprise to read about, because I didn't realise you could just...
Silver fox.
Suddenly get it. Exactly.
It's a good one to have.
do you know what I mean? I didn't know how you could suddenly get it as an adult overnight, literally. It's unusual, isn't it?
I was shocked at it all, and as I was speaking to the neurologists, they said I will have had it my whole life. And thinking back of when I was younger, I had minor little OCDs, like if I was at school, I'd like my pens to be in a certain place and things like that. And I've always liked to have structure. So obviously OCDs and anxiety and all that kind of it is part of Tourette's.
Well, it got worse and worse and worse, and the language got worse and worse. Surprising language, the things that you were saying, physical, and you hitting yourself, and that, I think, brought out more of the anxiety, more of the OCD traits.
It did,
so you became a virtual recluse, really quite suddenly, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it was your auntie that said you have to reintroduce yourself here.
Yeah,
Auntie Annie was having none of it.
Yeah.
She would not let me stay in. She'd be ringing me every single day. As soon as she'd finish work, Ellie, I'm coming to pick you up, or you're coming down to mine.
Big step to go to the pub, though, because that was the first big step, wasn't it? And you described going to the pub, big move, take it out, show it to everyone who sees what, you know, what it is, and a lot of people understand now these days, thankfully. But what a hole in one, because you go down to the pub the first time and you meet him.
I know,
and what did you... Because obviously a lot of people did start staring at you because of your tics, but there was one man in the room that just didn't look around.
You know how frustrating that is, when you're used to having people looking at you all the time and then somebody doesn't, you're like, right.
Well, Jordan, when you talk about the sort of perfect match, Jordan, you are 97% deaf, I think, and this was from the age of 5 when you contracted meningitis and you lip read.
Yeah.
So you couldn't hear her?
No.
So is that a bonus?
Just about.
But is it handy not just for her tics, but, you know, a lot of husbands or husbands-to-be might say they want to turn the volume down on their wife.
You do, actually, when it comes to an argument, turn them off,
most of the time take it out.
Switch it off.
Yeah.
And so for you, and obviously, you know, it was it was a very deep attraction straight away. That's a lovely superficial thing. But it has benefited, because you do keep people awake, don't you? You kept anyone that was at home, you would keep them awake.
It was awful. My mum, bless her, she was absolutely amazing. Obviously, as soon as I'd got Tourette, she was right back there looking after me like I was a 5-year-old again. But I was keeping her up all night, and I could see that was taking its toll on her as well. But then when we got with Jordan obviously takes his hearing aid out at night, and he can't hear me. All he can feel is a bit of movement.
Well, he's your carer as well, because it is very physical, and it does hamper your daily life.
Yeah.
In what way?
I can't really be around knives because I get quite stabby when I'm chopping.
So you have to do the cooking as well, then, Jordan.
Also, just simple things like putting mascara on or going to the toilet, because my muscles will just suddenly stand up or kick out and things like that. So,
how many phones have you broken?
Oh my Lord, so many, it's unbelievable. The phone I've got now, I chucked it yesterday at the wall. I was like, right.
just by accident, just because one of the tics.
So it's impossible then for you to work, is it?
I don't know whether it's impossible. Most places that I've been for job interviews in the past year obviously don't want a support worker that's going to be around vulnerable people saying naughty words. So it's quite hard at the minute to be finding work. Hopefully in the next few years I might even start a support group up for myself or something.
Well, you're well qualified to do that.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've been advised to do or take that can help contain it? Because Tourette's is a chemical thing, isn't it, on your brain? Is there any kind of medication that you're able to?
I am on medication at the minute, but to be quite honest with you, it makes you so tired and makes you, like, not want to do anything, get out of bed, and I don't want to be that person where I can't get out of bed in the morning because I've got Tourette's. I don't want to be that person.
Well, you are very passionate about the fact that anybody watching this who has Tourette's or develops Tourette's, you can live a completely normal life, and you're passionate about it.
Yeah. Don't be bothered about what other people are going to think or say about you when you're in the street. People that are like that, they don't understand. It's not their fault. They just haven't got that understanding of why it's happening to you or why you're saying them things. So.
And when did you propose?
On my birthday.
Where were you?
Matlock.
Yeah.
In the Chippy? In the Chippy?
Near the riverside.
Near the riverside. That sounds slightly
more romantic.
I got in the Chippy written down here. It's outside the Chippy, but near the riverside.
Near the riverside.
The smell of fish and chips, that's good. It's a nice smell.
What does she mean to you?
Everything. Everything. I wouldn't know what to do without her.
Well, what a perfect match.
It's perfect.